And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch the safety creep. Check 26, check 26. Watch the twins. Hey! Watch the twins.
Here's Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. 82, 82. Get off the field.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
We got this.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller is just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. And what do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz now to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Shrugs him off. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Here we go. Mark 55. Mark 55.
From the 41, Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And an alley to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Here we go. Waiting.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a carry for Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Switch.
Another run with Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Waiting.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Steve 6.
Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Now Newton on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A big play there on the catch and run, 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think I wasn't. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Newton now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jannard Avery in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Newton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Gun. You don't want to. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Hey! 47. Let him know.
On fourth down, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. They'll run. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Go. Man, 5-7. 180.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On second and goal, Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The rookie first-rounder Jonathan Abram there to knock it away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Well, he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. On first and 10, Newton. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Newton on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. It's complete. It's Miller. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Newton. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.